Hey everyone. For my informational speech, I'll be talking about the science of ethical hunting. As you can see here, I'm a big outdoorsman. Um, I have one of my deer taxidermied here in the background. Um, let's get into it. Picture an ecosystem that is no longer able to survive due to the extensive numbers of one species. If you're an enthusiastic outdoor enthusiast or merely someone who enjoys the natural beauty of our national parks, you'll agree that the general condition of our environment has an effect on everyone. Since I have spent each fall and winter in the woods, I personally witnessed the remarkable complexity of nature and the careful balance needed to preserve it. From this perspective, I maintain that ethical hunting is not simply a form of recreation, but a conservation method which is supported by scientific evidence and is essential for controlling wildlife populations. In order to grasp this important function, we have to look at the actual meaning of ethical hunting, the ecological science, and the health of the ecosystem, and the considerable economic impact of hunting, in particular, the way in which license fees and extensive tax acts have become the main source of funding for conservation initiatives. Ethical hunting goes beyond just following the rules and involves a deep commitment to understanding and respecting the animals, the land, and the expectations of society. The Game Management Authority states that ethical hunters have a thorough knowledge of their surroundings and of the wildlife they hunt, making sure that their actions are in line with the integrity they show in their ordinary lives. This respect for animals is both a moral and practical matter. An outdoorsman who genuinely respects the animals he is hunting develops a disciplined skill and habit needed for successful and responsible hunting. As Hunter.ed points out, although hunting laws are intended to keep wildlife populations stable, it is ethics that preserve the chance to hunt. By controlling the behavior that influences public opinion, ethical conduct makes sure that hunters are still accepted and that important hunting areas remain available for future generations. In the end, these standards act as a protection for the whole ecosystem, guarding not only the wildlife and the hunters, but also the basic right to hunt and carry on important conservation work, which is a principle so important that it is included as a key part of all mandatory hunting training programs in America. The importance of hunting in the field of conservation is both great and goes back a long way. Experts such as Chris DeBerno, who is a professor of fisheries, wildlife, and conservation biology at the College of Natural Resources, have stated that hunters do more to assist wildlife than any other group in America. Apart from scientific aspect of population management, the real enthusiasm involved in hunting leads people to want strongly to improve wildlife habits for the benefit of all. This link is not just a recent one. The NC State University says, North Carolina State University says, that the connection between hunting and conservation in the United States stretches back to the late 19th century, which was a crucial time when uncontrolled killing and habitat destruction brought iconic species such as bison, white-tailed deer, and wild turkeys to the edge of extinction. The tradition continues today, since ethical hunting not only encourages better decision making and improves safety measures for both the hunter and animal, but it also results in long-term dedication to protecting and maintaining wildlife populations for future generations. Apart from the ecological value, hunting acts as a major driver in American economy. The Sportsman Alliance states that hunting industry has a huge impact since hunters account for more than $100 billion in retail sales and add over $130 billion to natural economic growth in 2022 alone. The large amount of economic activity supports more than 1 million jobs nationwide, which themselves generate over $80 billion in total wages. Because of these major contributions, the hunting community supplies the essential funding needed to keep modern conservation efforts going, thus ensures that both the economy and our natural landscapes are able to flourish. So, to sum it up, ethical hunting is a highly regulated and disciplined activity, which is quite different from destructive behavior of poaching. It is obvious that ethical hunting is not merely a simple task, it is a vital and science founded means of encouraging the long term health and balance of our ecosystems. Since ethical hunting helps to control wildlife numbers and supplies the funds needed for the conservation, hunters act as important caretakers of the land. Just as the condition of our national parks rely on the fine balance, so too does the future of our wilderness, showing that by respecting the natural world, we are able to protect it for future generations. Thank you.